Coach, I know you don't want to make too much out of a win like that, but you guys were really efficient. It seemed like both ends of the floor.
Rob, I was really a couple of specific things that we wanted to see if we could get better with tonight. Rebounding the ball, taking care of the ball, speed of the game, the way we want to play, and I do think that the way to describe it was I do think we were efficient, and obviously when you sub as much as we did, sometimes it can get sloppy, but for the most part I thought our guys really did a great job of trying to stay in the framework of what we were trying to do and really working hard at trying to take advantage of the minutes they had on the court.
Anybody else have questions? All right, going back to you.
Coach, how important is it in Kamwa's versatility, being able to do the dirty work down low as well as shoot the three?
Well, tonight I think I'm right by saying this is the most points we've gotten from our front line all year. I think we had 49 of the points came from our front line, and Olivier was really good in practice yesterday. We had talked the day before that and just pretty much told him exactly what we needed him to do, and he came out yesterday in practice and did it, and then he carried it over today, and we need him. We need he and Brandon to give us that force. I thought John Fulkerson played with a lot of pop tonight in terms of trying to get to the boards and attack that way, but we need our front line to give us the balance that you all have asked me about, and to get it, they've got to be productive, and if we can just continue to throw them the ball more where they can do something with it and they go to work with it, I do think some good things will happen for all of us.
You had 15 players score points tonight. How important is it to get a bunch of guys minutes before the schedule picks up?
Well, it is. I mean, games like this allow you to really continue to build your team chemistry, because you don't, the last two games we've been able to play guys, and what I would say to you is we have a very hard working group of guys that they care about each other, and I think any coach would tell you when you got a group like we have, you wish you could play them all the minutes they like to play, but the fact is, I thought a big thing tonight, VJ struggled a little bit, obviously, but then you got, and Justin struggled a little bit, and then VJ says to Jess, hey man, just keep your head up. Both guys, they're going to be really important to us moving forward. I'm not sure everybody understands that, but they really are, and we're going to need them in a big way, but that's the kind of team that we have. Guys that I think we talk about being good teammates. That's maybe to play at a game from our point of view, where you got a guy on the bench who, and again, they all want to play, but they respect each other's work, and they know that some nights some guys are going to have it maybe a little bit more, and other nights they're going to have it.
Mike, then Vince, then Ben.
Rick, with Memphis coming up next, this is the final game of the original 3-game deal. Is there a future in this series, or what would it take for there to be one?
Well, I know this, Mike, I've said from the first day that I took this job, I think that the University of Tennessee has to have a presence in Nashville. I've said that. And I've also said that I think it's important that we play in-state teams, and we still believe that. But going forward, certainly we'll talk about it, and as we do every year, and I don't know what's going to happen with the expansion in terms of will teams come into this league quicker than we think. But looking forward to, does that mean we're going to play more conference games? I don't know. And we ended up, I remember one of the last conversations that I had with Roy Williams and even Tom Izzo about trying to get something going there. They said, we can't schedule anything if we're going to play 20 games. And so there's just so much that we don't know right now. But like I said, we know we've got to be in Nashville. That's important. We've always said we think it's important to play in-state teams, and we're going to, everything's on the table.
Rick, over here, Dabunje and Shaq both got some earlier playing time. Did you like their aggression, especially offensively, trying to attack the rim?
You know what's really helped them? We've normally, earlier in the year, we were using our GAs and some of our walk-ons as our scout team. A couple of weeks ago, we decided to put Quintin and Shaq over there, and it's helped them tremendously, because what it's made them do is really concentrate and have to learn 4 different styles or 5 different styles, however many games we've played since they've gone over there. And what it's done is allowed them, when they now come back and they're with us, when we're going 5-on-5 against each other, the game has slowed down for them. It's helped them a lot. And we think both of them are terrific drivers. They're both strong. They're going to be a huge part of our future going forward. With that said, we think, again, like we talked about VJ and Justin Powell, we think at some point in time this year, if they keep improving, they're going to help us like everybody. And it's a long way to go between now and the end of the year, but we do hope that they'll continue, and they will. They will. There's no doubt we'll continue to work the way they have, and the way they've matured the last couple of weeks has been fun to watch.
Rick, as you enter this tough part of the schedule, do you feel like Jamani is a guy that can help now immediately on defense? And how concerned are you with the free throws right now?
You mean not shooting free throws, or what do you
Just
say?
9 of 16 tonight seems like.
Well, yeah, well, I don't know who shot him exactly. That has a little bit to do with it, but you want to make, you want to make them certainly, but it's getting the right guys there. But we think that we're a good 3-point shooting team. Obviously, we feel like we should be a real good free throw shooting team, but it is a different shot in some ways, but we've got to get there more, and there's no doubt about it. But I think the more guys get there, the more relaxed they do. They will be there, the more they can get there.
Coach, the schedule is getting ready to toughen up significantly starting on Saturday with Memphis. Do you feel like these last couple of weeks, the guys are, I don't know about peaking, but in a good place and kind of ready to take on these challenges?
Well, we're going to find out, that's for certain, because as you said, starting Saturday and then on from basically you're starting your conference schedule right now is what's happening, before. I can't imagine anyone playing a more, like you think about our next 3 non-league games, it's Memphis, Arizona, Texas is what's left. And 2 of those, I think, I don't know where Texas is ranked right now. I don't know, but all of them extremely talented, well-coached teams, and then you throw in our league. It's here, Rob, and the fact of the matter is, we have to be ready. We have to be, and but this is a time of year that everything you've done up to this point is pretty much to get you ready for these type games, and now you hope you can go out and it's going to help. It's going to help us each game. I like to think we've got a chance to improve ourselves, but the opponents we play, obviously they're every bit as good as us and maybe better in some situations, but the fact is, if we can play and compete at the highest level that we can, we feel good about whoever we're playing.
Finish up with Grant and Troy.
Do you talk to your guys about not making too much out of this Memphis game, and also what do you make of this Memphis team with the struggles they've had of late?
Well, again, I think they've got young players too. This time of year, teams struggle. There's a lot of teams that struggle this time of year, but there's a lot of basketball left, and they're a talented team, and I think that Penny knows exactly how he wants to play with them. But I haven't watched a lot of Memphis, haven't watched a lot of Arizona, haven't watched hardly any of Alabama. And from there, I don't know. I know those are our next 3 games, but the fact is, we will go about our preparation and what we do, and I think our players are certainly aware that we're going to have to get it to another level in all areas of what we're doing and how challenging it's going to be.
Garris has been the first big off the bench for most of the games this year. What's tonight was Brandon? How much of that has to do with just the way you've seen Brandon improve?
Well, I think Brandon's earned the minutes. He's slowly, but he's getting there. And tonight, every time we took him out of the game, it was because he would do some of the things that we tell him he can't do, reaching, just jogging back beside his when he's on defense, just worrying about his man as opposed to getting back, being able to help everybody. But that's still part of the process that he's going through. But he doesn't need to be shooting shots off 1 foot. He will tell you this is probably tougher than he ever thought it would be, and he's getting ready to get tougher. But he's learned how to work harder and be more efficient. And he, like I said, we need him and Olivier to really give us a physical presence in a way that they both can, because they're both extremely strong and they're capable of doing a lot.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.